What is up, guys? Terrence from another video. Hope you're all having a great day. And today I'm going to be telling you guys the influencer marketing strategy that I use and the one that you guys should also use, whether you're a new dropshipper or you're experienced. It doesn't matter. This is sort of what I use. You can take it for what you want. But basically, I'm just going to be explaining the strategy that I use in order to make successful ads and start making money with influencers. So before we get into all this, if you're new to dropshipping, make sure you have a Facebook pixel installed onto your store. So basically what that does is it collects all the data that goes onto your store. So every single person that goes onto your store, whether they buy something, they click on a couple buttons, the Facebook pixel is going to keep track of all that. And then in the future, you're going to be able to target people like them, which is a lookalike audience, through Facebook ads and start making money on autopilot. So I definitely recommend you get that. I have a video on that. Make sure you check it out. Just look up my name and then Facebook pixel and it'll show a video on how to install it and what it's all about. So Facebook pixel is very important. Make sure you install that before you actually start promoting your stores through influencers. But basically, let's get into strategy. It's pretty basic, but it's very effective and it's helped me a lot. So basically all of this is going to be split testing. You want to split test. You want to split test ads with influencers to see what works and what doesn't. And that's sort of what helps you determine what you're selling. Is it good? Is it bad? Or do you need to go on to something else and start making money there? So the first thing you want to do, you want to create 5 different ads. Whether it's promoting your whole store, whether it's promoting one product, it doesn't matter. Create 5 variations of ads that promote what you're trying to sell. And, you know, make some small tweaks, some big tweaks. Depending on what the ad is about, you may just tweak a couple things like some colors, or you may tweak a bunch of things like the text, the font, the picture. But create 5 different things that actually variate and look different and, you know, have the different effects. And then what you want to do, you want to find 5 smaller influencers. So when I say smaller, I mean 1 million or less. So you're not spending a bunch of money on ads when we actually perform this test. So you find 5 influencers, 1 million followers or less. You have your 5 ads set up, and what you want to do is actually make sure you have like a Google Doc set up where you have ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4, ad 5, influencer 1, influencer 2, influencer 3, influencer 4, influencer 5, and you want to keep track of every single thing. So what I want you guys to do is split test. So after you find those 5 accounts, set up a thing where you can buy a 1-hour shout out for each ad. So rotate them every single day for 5 days and see which ad works the best, which influencer works the best. And you're working through this. For the most part, you want to find out which ad works the best and if it's profitable or not. So you have 5 different variations. You may lose some money, you may be profitable because one ad is good and it'll make you money. But the thing is, the point of this is to actually find ads that work. So in your Google Doc, make sure you're keeping up with how many visitors you're getting, how many sales you're getting from each influencer, from each ad, and make sure you keep track of all that. So after the 5 days, after you've bought a 1-hour ad for each of these ads, so you're buying 5 1-hour ads a day. It depends on how much money you have to spend, but if you have to, go to smaller influencers, 100,000 or less, just to see, because you will have the same effect depending on if you buy from similar influencers following wise. So you've bought these ads from these influencers, you've seen the results, and now you look at your Google Doc, you see what results you got, and then you're able to measure which ad was the most effective. And then once you figure that out, you get that ad, you take it, and you maybe leave it alone, you maybe tweak it a little bit to something you may think worked better, and then once you know that ad is profitable, you go and you start using it with bigger accounts. So you're using the same ad, the same description, you're keeping your store the same, but you're going to bigger influencers, whether it's a couple million, 5 million, 10 million, it doesn't matter, you're scaling. So reinvest all the profits you're making until it is not profitable anymore. So just keep pushing that product with influencers, and then by the time you're done pushing all that with influencers and making money off of it, then you're gonna have so much data collected on your Facebook pixel where you're able to create Facebook ads with the same ad that you use on Instagram but on Facebook ads, and you're gonna be able to target people on autopilot since you have so much data on there. Facebook is gonna be able to tell which people to target, which people not to target, which people actually bought something, which people didn't buy something, and they're able to target general people like that and actually make sure that these ads are creating conversions for you. So after all that time, the influencers are good and then they run out, it's not profitable anymore, you've ran it all up, competition got in a little bit on Instagram, it's tough to make money on there, so then you switch over to Facebook ads. I need to make some videos on Facebook ads to show you guys exactly how that works, how you can make money off of it, how it can be very profitable. But basically what I like to do is collect a lot of data with influencers off the start and then get into Facebook ads later on. So that's what I like to do. But anyways, after it's not profitable anymore on Instagram, just rinse and repeat. You start over. You find a product or you make a new store, it doesn't matter, whatever you want to do, and then you split test again. So you don't have to do the exact 5 by 5, that's just what I like to do. But really with split testing, you're testing what works, what doesn't on a smaller scale with smaller influencers, so you're not spending a lot of money, because off the bat, I see a lot of new dropshippers make the mistake of spending a couple $100 on their first ad for something they've never even tested before, and they lose all their money because they're not testing. They're just thinking that this ad is gonna make them money, so they put a couple $100 into it, and then they figure out that it doesn't work, and they get pissed off. But the thing is, you have to stay consistent, test different things, see what works, what doesn't. And they go over to Facebook ads once the influencer starts to die out. So that's what it's really all about, guys. If you're going towards influencer marketing, you want to split test, see what works, what doesn't, and you'll figure it out eventually. And the more you do this, the easier it's gonna get, the more you're gonna understand it, and the more attainable it's gonna become to find a good ad. So I hope this helped you out, guys. This is what I use. I don't know how many other people use this. I know a lot of people use split testing, but I don't know about the 5x5 thing that I use. But anyways, guys, I hope this helps you out. Let me know. Keep me updated. I'm excited to hear how this works for you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.